It's time. It's time. I don't know why I'm so excited for this update. I think it's just because we're finally getting Navia. But I am ludicrously excited for 4.3. And I don't know if it's just because there will finally be more shit for me to do. I love progressing. Progressing is my favorite thing. But I am so excited for 4.3. Before you ask, no, I will unfortunately not be playing for Navia because I'm saving all my primos for one and only Raiden Shogun. So, oh, I'm so sorry. So don't come in with that expectation. Don't at me about it. Don't worry about it. We are saving. We are in save mode. Do you understand? We are in L save mode. Ergo. Today, we're just gonna be seeing what's up with the story. I don't know how much... There's not, like, legitimate story. I don't think. Except for, hey, what wacky shit is Farina up to after her story wrapped up? Because she's directing a thing? She's a director now, right? For movies, they're establishing that movies are a thing, which I'm so intrigued about. I didn't realize we were having movie time. So without further ado, because I'm just being a silly little guy at this point, let's jump right the fuck in to Genshin Impact. Jumpin' Genshin Impact. Hoping to be greeted by Paimon's screeching little voice for a goddamn voiced quest. Because I got so bored, I started trying to do the world quest with like the willow tree and stuff. And I don't get it. The bubbles, the bubbles that you have to point to the little harp things. Hello, friendo. Hello. I don't understand the bubbles. I'm explaining I don't understand the bubbles. Like one of Fontaine's new puzzle mechanics. I don't like it. It's not my jam. But hello. How much of the update have you done? Also, hooray, my chat isn't working on my thingy. Love to see it. There's already a new monster. I just got in here. Oh. Oh no, we've beat your ass before. We've done this before. We're not doing that again. Absolutely not. Oh. So many primos. Oh. There was other issues? For characters I don't have. Fantastic. You're at work, but you said you were able to play some of it on mobile, so I thought that meant that you had, you know, played some of it. Oh, not the time. I always do this like a silly little guy. There you go. I'll turn up the volume for you guys. You know, hearing the game is half the fucking progress. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. God, her umbrella, her gunbrella. Damn, she'd be so good if she wasn't fucking Geo. Oh. I'm very excited to hello? Zhongli? With the drip? What is this? Why do we get a Rex Lapis statue? Huh? You know what? Valid. I understand. Calling magnificent scene. Do we just get a cool thing for our teapot? I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. I know it's part of like the museum collab or whatever, which is a little funny for Genshin to be collaborating with like a formal museum, but you know what? I'll take it. We like free things. I enjoy free things. We will explore Navia later. First, I have to skip Venti's fucking speech.
There was a glorious
I'm sure there was a glorious kingdom established on the heavens. Thanks, buddy. Big preach. Yeah, this bullshit. The fucking Weepy Willow thing. I don't know how to do about it yet. And then... Oh. We can just jump straight into it. So has the... No, that's something else I was doing. That's another thing I was doing that I didn't like. None of these are new. I don't think. I will go ahead and unlock her story quest. I'm gonna wait to start it.
Come on, enough procrastinating.
Yes, I know there's an available quest. Thank you.
Let's go.
Ooh. I'm not gonna go for either of them, but I do like a good sword. I don't need another claymore. I really don't.
In adventuring, as in business, you always...
Okay, domains. Oh, there's a new domain. Story quest, that, and that. Okay, so the limited event isn't out yet. But Navia's story quest is. Ergo, this... Oh, it starts 2 days. Okay. My B. I got a little too excited. I'm sorry, Genshin. I was a little too into it.
Well,
But
there.
we can go ahead and do Navia's story quest, which I am all about. Navigate me to my lady. Okay, good, it's on top. My lady. I'm so excited. How much more of the story are we gonna get into? Because we got a lot of her. We got a lot of Navia during the Archon quest. Almost a little too much, not gonna lie. Like, she's a fantastic character, don't get me wrong. But we got a lot of her. So I just wonder how much more they're gonna go into. You know, I said we were gonna wait, but I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the trial run. Just so that I know how she plays whenever we use her. Just for funsies, just for funsies. Navia, another player. So this is throw out all your elemental guys that aren't Geo. And then shoot with E. And then shoot with her skill. Oh, she does Ozia. Okay. Because Ozia is Urple. Yes. Okay. So we're actually gonna start with strongly. Hey. There we go. Hey. Damn it.
Rude. Feeling lucky?
Oh shit. Okay. I understand. Somewhat. So you do have to run with kind of another Geo character in order to utilize the crystallize reaction. Which isn't terrible, but it's definitely not my favorite. But It's almost like she can kind of run her
This
own
one's got
self
your
loop.
name on it.
She has 2 shots.
Feeling lucky?
Oh, I guess I was out of range.
Proper send-off. Some Mustino is coming at ya.
Okay. I thought you just needed a whole nother team of just straight other elements, but you know what? She kind of works. I mean, of course she works, right? She is definitely not my playstyle, but I understand. And you know what? We'll get the primos off of Ayaka too. But I have Ayaka on my other account, so I actually kind of know how she works better. She disappeared. It's most effective if we get this going.
Take flight.
Man, Ayaka's so good, she may as well just fucking one-shot everything.
Animal test 6301.
And stay in line, please. Thank you. Honorary 5-star Barbara.
Swirl, Mark 2. Whirling snow.
Nice. The fact that they threw a Hydro Abyss Mage in here is so fucking rude to the Abyss Mage.
Take flight. Lights out.
And they're dead. Fantastic. Love to see it. Okay. That's about the same. I need to build her to that capacity. I wonder if I could get her weapon on my other account. I bet that would be useful. Let's see. Claim that. And then let's go ahead and start her quest. Without dying. For once.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Oh, we're just straight in it. Aight.
That voice! It's Navia!
It do be Navia. Astute observation, Paimon.
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
No plans in particular.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
Poisson!
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of.
That's surprisingly
Stocking up on
quick.
Materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
This better not be a fucking... like, what's it called? Like, reconnaissance quest where we have to just teleport back and forth between Poisson and the Palais Memoria. Should you really be the ones offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
I mean, sure, that's very responsible and polite of you, but like... how independent from Fontaine, then, is Poisson? Because if you are also doing that, it's just very interesting. I'm not too sure how to respond to it.
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
It is a good morale booster. That is a fair point.
Oh, spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another.
Girly Pop, get you a notepad. It's
So
not that
before I
hard.
came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything.
See?
This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then?
And then, since Maloose loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own.
Don't tell me you forgot your shorthand.
But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
That does sound like you, alright. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Oh, I can't wait.
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols.
Yep, that is most shorthand.
This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Hey, that's a good reminder. Why are you so disappointed, Lumine? It's the best reminder.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just write out each item next time.
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself.
I agree, 100%. A true experimenter. Navia's the best. No
I
arguments.
thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
There is some kind of psychology to that, though, right? Because it's like with the red string around your finger, if you try to, like, remember what the string was for, then you would remember, right? So wouldn't channeling what your task is going to be into the shorthand still do the same thing? Or no? I would think it would still do the same thing.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important.
This is that damn meme of the I was supposed to do something else, but I don't remember. Well, then it wasn't that important, right? You right, and then it cuts to the kid fucking getting drenched in rain after, like, soccer practice. No idea what it's from. But this is just that meme.
Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Girl, me too.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, wanna come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
It would be a pretty nice break,
Then
Paimon.
let's go. We'll take the boat over.
Oh, you mean a bus, right? Like
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
They highlighted which quest. The fucking option will resume the quest. You know, that's very good for some people that are a little silly-minded.
Alright, follow me. I'll take you there.
Like me. But this is a voiced quest, so I pay attention to it. Don't worry about it. It's good for the silly little guys.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
How? I mean, there's obviously a Navia line, but like, huh? Twitch isn't liking you right now? Homie, it's always when you're on mobile and when you're at work. I think it's just the pizza internet.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry,
Callus and
homie.
Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Okay, wait, so is there like a line of Navias and Calluses? Like a Zelda situation? Cause otherwise these lines are super fucking recent. You're what, 30? Like, cause that's crazy.
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson?
Hustle.
Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
True.
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see a point in having a 4th line, or, you know, I'm just gonna call what the rest of the problem is, and that y'all didn't have all that money?
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it.
Maybe they just couldn't think of another name. Or, you know, it's just 3 is a really it's kind of like a round odd number. Like 2, 3, 5 are really good collection numbers. So maybe 3 was just nice.
From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Right?
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
An angry
Boss,
little
the
guy.
boat's ready. We can head out.
Leslie.
All right, then let's head out.
That's a nice name, Leslie. To Poisson. Are we gonna build a 4th line? We should build a 4th line. Can it be the Traveler line? Aw, that's cute. It's while we're on the
It'll
boat.
be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Paimon, that's so intimate of a question.
Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember.
Oh my
her.
god, Paimon! Swear to God, Paimon.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws.
Hell yeah, the
My
opposites.
father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived?
Also, to be fair, it's also the bias of when people pass away, and people paint a much more positive picture. So if
Silver
she
once
had
said
flaws...
that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world.
You were not on
When
auto!
given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning.
You were not on auto!
So,
What the
I
fuck?
will always associate the line with her in my heart.
That's very sweet,
Over
but
the
I
past
was
few weeks,
talking!
I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
Genshin, are you haunted? I wonder if it's all timed because we're on the boat.
I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
I'm gonna say, do you miss them? Because the bottom one just seems rude.
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
Just a nice little ray of sunshine. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You're not connected to the work internet, so it's fucking you over, because data. I don't know, homie. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
Poisson. Paimon, don't mention her mom ever again.
Do you think she's doing alright?
Absolutely fucking not. She's always been having to cope with one thing or another. Girl just keeps losing.
Okay. Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Please don't offer to help, Paimon. Poisson. How would you build a line here? It's under the fucking ground. Unless you just build a port, like, here. Maybe Fontaine only allowed for 3 lines. And then a 4th one was impossible. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different back and forth things about construction. Just because you sponsor it doesn't mean you get the say in everything. Poisson. Oh, hey, you got your big old fish back. I really hope that's fake, because it's been hanging there a long time. Navia's just Bruce Wayne if Bruce Wayne wasn't so emo. If you just switch the color palettes, same person. You right.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Florent.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Huh? No one takes care of Navia. Navia takes care of Navia.
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Aww.
Thank you for the compliment, boss.
And obsessed with bats.
As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson.
Poisson.
Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
Hell yeah, you do.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now.
Wait, weren't you one of the guys that that we accused of being the murderer? Not the murderer, the fucking the guy that ran the operation. The synth operation? Yeah. Weren't you one of the guys we accused?
Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
That is pretty integral.
You're commissioning
Not
a
gonna
statue?
lie.
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson. But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him.
Fair.
But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
Fair.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
That's really cute. And shouldn't Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble.
Also, if you commission a statue of yourself, you kind of look like a dick. So I understand.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
She's so humble. I love her.
Humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
So did we. We don't have
I agree
statues.
wholeheartedly. I also believe that boss should have a place on the statue.
Maybe as a baby.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
And if that's what you think, it's just a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis.
Please tell me we get to choose the poses.
But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs.
Please.
I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
Yes, that is proper.
There's no need for all that.
Huh?
Let's decide on a design right now.
No!
Hey, you! Come over here with me.
I mean, I'm excited, but you need time to process and reconfigure. Creativity takes time. What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callis, and I'll be Clementine.
This is definitely supposed to be done with Aether. You wanna pretend to be married? This is definitely supposed to be done with Aether.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callis and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Why is everyone flirting with me? And it's all the women. Lumine gay as fuck confirmed.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
I'm
Well,
so
what do you
excited.
think? Got any ideas?
Now Lumine's uncomfy. Obsessed with it.
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone.
So, was Clementine also, taller than, Callis? Asking for a friend?
So, I want to pick your brain for a bit, and see
Hot?
if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Imposing. A happy pose. Hey, looking out into the distance, it inspires, like, moving forward. And without knowing, bless you, and without knowing what pose this is gonna result in.
Ah, by that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Aww.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate. Look over there, my dear Clementine.
Paimon,
As
what the
you can
fuck?
see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
Paimon, that's her dead dad you're impersonating. That's rude as fuck.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callis look too tall next to the lady.
Huh?
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is
Lumi.
a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
Yeah, it would still be fine if you put it in town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
No, it wouldn't. Y'all have no creativity.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
We're gonna do the last
A
one.
happy pose. You.
That's cute.
Would all
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
They can just love each other, guys. It's not. This isn't that hard.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Well, probably, but
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs?
her hat's covering her entire face. That doesn't work.
That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it. Let's try something else.
All right, we get the imposing shot.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Is it supposed to be the imposing one?
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
Paimon, for fuck's sake, be happy.
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Would they,
Well,
Paimon?
tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day. But the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist
What?
disappear.
I'm sorry. Spina killed off a journalist confirmed? That's 10 times more suspicious.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding.
What the
Please don't
fuck?
let Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something
Well,
else.
we've gone through all my shit. I love the montage. Good job, gang.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Jeez, Lumine, if only we had your brother to do a more accurate shoot.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time.
What do you mean, a lot of outfits and props? What kind of photo shoot are we doing, Lumine? Not Lumine, Navia. What did you plan to do with Lumine, Navia?
Oh, outfits! Ugh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two.
What?
Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
No, I don't remember, but yes, I do.
Yes,
Of course,
that's exactly
yes,
who I'm
absolutely.
talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the
Oh.
Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently.
Yeah, that's why she's not in the Spina.
But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said?
Get her a gun.
In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Nah, you should give her a
But
gun.
I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Well, put it on tomorrow's
Don't worry,
to-do
Bob.
list.
I can send someone to pick it up right away.
So true,
On
Florent.
the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
At least this way we got some cool pictures.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Hey, they were fine, Paimon. Don't worry about it.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Coulter. Hello.
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Huh?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought.
Homeboy was in prison?
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson.
Poisson.
You could say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home.
Mood.
You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
Ah, we
It's
understand.
good
We
to
were
have
in
you
prison.
back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is?
Ah, let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago.
Found guilty of what?
But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Oh, shit.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy
Have you
boy.
not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded.
Nouvelle.
I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Y'all didn't get a newspaper or nothing? Damn.
Looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then.
Poisson. A lot of your family and friends might be dead, Coulter. Just a heads up.
First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my
Meowdy.
most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
We're not being paid.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
The amount of Navia x Aether fanfics is gonna go up exponentially.
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing.
Yeah,
But we've been
Paimon.
cool since before we even met her.
All credit to Paimon! Absolutely not.
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver?
Oh, buddy.
Aren't they always
Oof.
by your side?
About that.
Almost played my
Coulter,
own fucking
A lot of
soundboard.
things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
They
What
fucking
did you say?
dissolved.
This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
Oh no, was he like really good friends with them? Oh no.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Malus and Melissa, dead. They're just gone?
Ooh, buddy.
Malus. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town.
Oh. Oh,
I
buddy.
can't believe it.
Oh, he's fucking shaking.
Keep it together.
Oh,
Malus and Coulter
Paimon.
were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
He just found out his homeboy is dead. Like, give him a second.
Oh, let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
True. Damn, we really hit this Malus and Silver plot. Are we gonna see Silver's family next? Cause, I'll just cry.
Okay.
At that point, I'll just fucking dissolve into my own tears. This way. Oh, we have to be present for the conversation instead of all the errands we need to run. Okay. Navia just has ADHD at this point. God, living on a big old boat like this is still really fucking cool. Pain in the ass, but super fucking cool. Navia explains everything. Oh, jeez.
All of this. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity
Hey,
of Marcel's actions.
let's fucking go.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
Oh god, my resume. It's all gone. How am I gonna get a job?
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
True?
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
To who?
Romu?
Huh. Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson.
So it's all coming back to the fucking Aquabus lines. Alright, I fucking see you, Genshin.
But Mr. Callus believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships.
Which is true.
Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line.
Yeah, but only if it fucking goes to Poisson. No offense.
But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spina di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ooh.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
And that wasn't the first time that happened.
Oh,
Could
that's a
it?
good point. If Callus was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y.
Damn.
But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that.
Was it
He used
after
to be a lot
Clementine
better
died?
with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callus's side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
Well, he was considering more local business while Callus was trying to consider a bigger picture. So each of them had their own pros and cons. So
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
also fair.
On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that
Fantastic.
Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
So they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina.
True.
She should have the right to take any side she wished.
True, but also there is also bias. So at that point, there should have been another mediator, probably. Not just to say, oh, I have to agree with the other side because I'm married to this guy. This complicates a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side.
God, it's the
Of course,
fucking United
Miss Clementine
States.
then passed away, and Mr. Callus began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
See, that's just immature.
So that's what happened.
From that
Thanks,
point
Paimon.
on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
So don't accuse them of shit.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
That's true. Fair, valid.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right
Nah,
away.
let us do it. We're little guys. We're not at all
Thank you
affiliated.
for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've
I'm
heard
doing
so
it the
many
whole time.
incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
Ah, in that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course. That's fine by me.
Are you being a sussy little baka, Coulter? I think you are.
Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
Yeah, no, we're here for Navia.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
Oh, Coulter's being a sussy little boy. And you know why? It's just a hunch, mayhaps. A little prick of storytelling. Just being like, hey, you came back and told us knowledge, and now suddenly you need to leave? Go out for a walk out in the open, you say? Make Navia leave Poisson, you say? Sussy baka. God, what I would give for a fucking Sumeru
Are we not taking the boat this time?
thing right now.
It's nice to walk from time to time,
Huh?
isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip.
Huh? What? But... Okay.
Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Does your road always include the waterfall? Or, I guess I could have gone around. Hold on, there's a thing over here. I'll be right back, guys. Don't worry about it. Hey! Hey! Ow! Stinky! Hey! Stop it! I'm leaving! Damn! I'm leaving! They don't like me. See, now it's a fun vacation. I mean, it is nice because I'm not the one actually walking it, but man, I fucking hate long walks, long hikes. I'm not good at them. If I worked out more, I'd be good at them, but they're not for me right now, at this stage of life.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break.
Cool. Love to see it. Did you pack food? Maybe some trail mix, some nem-nems?
Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Oh yeah, you're jumping?
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard.
Fair.
And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
You could say that. There's not even a fucking road here. We're just walking on the shore.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
You sure? You were talking really
Then
fucking negative
let's
for a
stay here
second.
A bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
She did bring snacks.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
Sad. Also, I would kill for some macarons right now.
Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients,
homegirl.
seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all.
Should I go get some? I can, like, teleport.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
Imagine if I don't.
Oh, that's great. Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
I may not have any
Great.
sweet flowers.
Then I'll prep the stove.
Do I have any sweet flowers? Because that would be in here, right? I have one. Fantastic. And then I have 79 bucks. Alright, bet. And then I have flour. Do I have to have wheat specifically? Because I think I went through a phase where I just turned all my wheat into flour. Okay, no, I have 16 wheat. Okay, thank God. Hey, how many sweet flowers do you need? Damn it, this isn't a sweet flower. Oh, thank God, there's some around here. Okay, cool. Usually you only need things in threes, so, how's this? Is this enough?
How did it go?
Oh. You only need one of each. Okay, that's not so bad. I would have been able to suffice. Thank goodness.
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Aww. You're gonna make flour right here?
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
I'm sorry. Is that a typo on purpose? Or is it supposed to be like macaron magnificent? Because otherwise, that's just a typo.
Boss's
Which is a
baking
little funny.
skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby. There's no need to praise me for it like that.
But there
Have you
is.
two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
We have to do other things. We like adventuring, sorry.
Yeah, I see. Is that why you have to always stay on the road?
Yeah.
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together.
Yeah.
Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down.
Also true.
Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Navia's right. We're not gonna say the negative option. Navia's just always right.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
I'm obsessed that everyone in Fontaine is do or die, but also, based on the course of the game, we may or may not cause the end of the world, so, you may want to rethink that sentiment, but we'll take it for now.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water, in celebration of this moment.
I would love some wine right now. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Oh!
Cheers!
Nah, them's was footsteps.
Quick, join in on the toast!
Cheers!
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time.
That's a really big fucking bush for people to hide behind.
All set? Let's move out then.
Whom the fuck?
I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
I was telling you, Coulter is sussy fucking baka. A sussy boy. Oh, thank God we can just teleport. I thought it was gonna make me walk all the way there. I was like, there's nowhere to walk. We all swam. I'll at least walk down the stairs. Wait. Fuck, there's nowhere to go from here. Unless I want to walk all the way back up to... No. And we're jumping off the edge. Jumping off the edge. Gliding off the edge. So that I don't die. Is this how we get introduced to Shiori? I doubt it.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Oh.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. No, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
She can still call you by her name.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
But it's a special one.
Navia's always like to take even small things seriously.
She's just so nice.
That's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
The boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Who the fuck are you?
Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Who was that suspicious man?
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
As a double agent.
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons.
Where is he?
All she
Move your
says
head.
is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person.
On purpose.
She said she used to be terrified
It's
of
that
Papa.
fucker!
So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Dummy with the fucking red jacket, green pants. Your outfit is atrocious.
But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
The two of you have contended. The two of you have contended with similar circumstances. I don't know if that's the right word,
Yeah.
but yes.
You could say that. By
Suspicious
uncovering the truth
man.
about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time.
It looked like Florent, so I'm a little sus.
She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
Aw, that's a really
From the
sweet
sound of it,
sentiment,
she'll be a
though.
wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive.
Hello?
She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
We're being fucking followed.
Is something up, Traveler?
Follow me.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
God, we have no fucking subtlety, do we?
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Stop right there!
Got I wanted to get the one who had, like, the main thing. Meowdy.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
We can't just beat
Brothers,
up people in
There's
this.
no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out.
Can we please not find the middle of the street? I don't want to go back to jail. Oh Lord, alright.
Here we go! Hold the line! Coming at ya! Cha! Hiya!
Oh Jesus, I just shot them and they died.
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
True. I'll crystallize again, motherfucker.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
We've got people up above and down below as well. I mean, that's true. Yeah.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
Uh-oh.
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
True.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Oh, so y'all are from
Get
the other
revenge?
guys.
Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You were so sloppy in your job.
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you calm down.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
Too bad you guys suck at
Too
that.
bad you guys messed up ours first.
You're lying.
Huh?
Huh? You followed us all the way here.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway.
That doesn't matter.
Seeing
You start
like
with the
that
little
just
guys.
really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew.
So talk to me like a
I
big
am the
ol'
current
adult.
president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you. I'll let our boss know.
But if you
Dummies.
so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
As you shouldn't.
All right. We get it. Come on, let's go.
What a
Are
stinky
you sure
man.
it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
Yeah, they'll report to their boss.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. And moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either.
I think this is about way more than the Aquabus Navia, not gonna lie.
If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
You're such an optimist. I love you, but God, I would not have that.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Unless.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their
So
financial
are you.
situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeu's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Well, thankfully, I'm good at fighting. So.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
Hooray! Unless we
It's
do.
getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow.
The Fleuve
I'll
Cendre.
also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Paimon, don't, bitch. Ma'am, it's free room and board.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Aw, that sounds fun.
That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
This way! Hooray! Man, Florent better not be a bad guy after all, or else I'm gonna lose my shit. This is an OSHA violation. I mean, honestly, how do people live down here? Although, I guess that's half the point, isn't it? So is this like a prelude? No. Hey kiddos, what you talking about? Okay. You kids have fun getting attacked by it. Oh? Book light up? Hooray! Oh, best thing Genshin's ever added. Now give us a fucking resin offline reservoir and we'll be golden. And then I will play so much Genshin you'll get mad at me.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
True.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court.
Well, then you shouldn't have started underground. That kind of nerfs the whole growth operation, not gonna lie.
He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
Thanks for your contribution, Coulter.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
I mean, honestly, she's done 2 digs at your fucking hotel, Navia. You should.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Hello! And nameless NPCs. I'll just, Hi, Fostier.
Way more fun than I thought.
What did you say, Emmy? Use. Redacted. Got a problem, I can solve it for you! What goofy ass bartender? Huh? I just wanted to sit. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Sit.
Just say what you mean.
Sir, I'm here to eat, not have a therapy session. Thank you. You turn your room if I'm over here, knock at the door.
Are you asleep yet?
Navia, what's up?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
Are you wanting to do a sleepover? That's really weird if you're Aether.
Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, she just wants a
so
friend.
that's the you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
She must be so fucking lonely.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
You're good.
Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound? Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
This is either a setup or she's really fucking lonely and I feel so bad. Fish with Navia. Of course I'll go fish with Navia. We have to swim up from the ocean though. Don't judge my methodology, Navia. Just swim swam. Swim swam. We gotta swim towards the fishing point. Don't worry about it. Yes, I know it's nowhere near the fucking fishing association. Don't worry about it. You have to become one with the fish before you can... Okay, this bit has gone on too long. I'm so sorry. I have collected.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
It's fun!
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
Also, what's the point in fishing if you're gonna yell about it, Paimon?
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
It's also about not yelling, Paimon.
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler?
I never thought I would be asked my fishing opinions. Okay, it depends on why. Automation is more efficient for, like, corporate or mass production. But and so if you're just being like two little guys not doing it for survival, then you should go manual.
Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
And Paimon will shut up.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't yawn. I'm gonna get so fucking sleepy, Paimon.
It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
Yeah. I'm a night owl.
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina.
Oh, I'm about to get sad, aren't I?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say.
Valid.
My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood.
Oh.
All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too.
That's really funny.
No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Oh.
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me.
Now we have survivor bias.
Then,
Hooray!
that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities.
That's a really nice
Because
message, actually.
if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Not the foreshadowing. I'm uncomfy with the atmosphere in the studio right now.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight.
Yeah, neither was I, but
Basically,
here we are.
I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's.
Huh.
And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Valid. Understandable.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least.
Well, I think for them wanting to kill you, a warning makes sense. Obviously. You can't tell, but I'm shaking my head no in disbelief.
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line.
If you set it up, isn't it technically yours?
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together.
Navia, you're so sweet. I love you. You're the
Can't
best.
let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too?
Obviously. Get your ass in here, Paimon. You always make me do the fishing. Tell me it's a really small fish. Huh.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
That's really fucking bad. Navia, my love, my lady, please.
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day.
Ayo.
We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
It is Coulter! He is a sussy baka!
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Can you return wherever you got the rods from? Cause it sounds like a manufacturer issue instead of a skissue.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open anymore.
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today.
Bye-bye, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
It's like 1 a.m. And they have to wake up at 5.
So how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Paimon! I can't wait for Sayu to see this. Even she's like, not impressed.
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
Shut the fuck up, Coulter. You're sussy.
See? This guy gets it!
Unless they use NPC syndrome against us.
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Will she? The only other time she's met us was when we were accusing her father of kidnapping women and killing them. I don't think we're that well acquainted with her, not gonna
Paimon
lie.
hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
Yeah, uh-huh. Hello, children and grandmother.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. Did we actually get a free fishing rod? Is it a furnishing? Or an important item? Where is it? Where did it go? It's a 4-star thing, so it would have been up there. Or is it in here and I'm blind? You know what? It's not that important. It just is not that important to me. That's okay though. Bada bing, bada boom. Beep. Go back to Poisson.
Adele, we're back. We brought you a gift from the court too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
She calls you boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Damn, is she not on board with her daughter joining the Spina yet? Rude.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
She doesn't know us like that.
Smile!
Hello again.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case.
You're welcome.
I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine.
Yep, we
You're
did that.
truly just like the great heroes of legend.
We should get statues too.
You're really amazing. And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too.
That's such a fucking cute
What's
dress.
in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Aww.
Oh, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform. Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
No, it's a child size.
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety.
Thank God.
So, I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh,
I hope
so
she doesn't
that's
grow
it.
really fast.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia. I'll work hard and grow up as fast as I can.
She gonna drink all that milk.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously.
Yeah, because it's
Thanks
cute.
to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Fair.
Boss!
Hi, Florent.
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
What the fuck?
What? Explosives? What do they want?
They're gonna blow
It
up
seems like they've been
Poisson?
planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Damn.
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Isn't that the only one that fucking works?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention.
What the fuck?
If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
Time to go beat up some bitches.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, we have to
Oh,
issue an
sorry, Navia.
evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
God, we
Let's
have
get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
got to get everybody, like, out of here. Poisson is not safe. I don't like that you offered the ship, buddy. You seem sussy baka to me, too.
My dear partner, can I leave
No,
the
he's probably
Clementine line to
fine.
you? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Can we also report this to the Gardiennage? This is a terrorist attack.
Leave it to
Like-
us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
This is a, what's it called? What's it called when a terrorist is from the place they're blowing up? Like, what the fuck?
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss!
What the fuck, buddy? That's in front of a child.
What do
Yo.
you think you're doing, Coulter?
He's being a bitch.
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me?
Adele, leave.
Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Look at Adele, she's gonna kick his ass!
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas.
Then why are you being a dick?
And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
What the
You better
fuck?
stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
What the
Why?
fuck?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question.
She was literally a child. Respectfully, if you're gonna use the past to justify your actions, she needs to know the actual history.
You
First
never saw
off.
the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson.
Then how is she?
I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia.
What the fuck?
Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you.
Oh, don't you
Malus and
pull that
Silver
shit.
died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
It really
So
is
the
not
shock
her
and grief
fault.
You showed us before. That was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Malus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
It really isn't, buddy.
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss. He's just spouting nonsense.
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
Stop spouting her insecurities. You're being a big dick right now.
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Yeah, but she's trying to change that and make it better. She's only been charged for like a couple months. She can't make that many changes.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes. Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how
Oh
patient
no.
and kind everyone was.
Don't listen to him. He's just a
Is
dick.
that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia, and my mom loves her too.
When the new generation come
I don't
about,
know
let's
how to
go.
explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
I'm sure
So
Mr.
fuck
Malus
off.
would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistaken tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Let's
Get
go,
out of the way,
Florent.
Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
Too fucking
You're
bad.
gonna have to.
Damn,
Boss,
Florent.
There's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Nah, I'll just shoot him.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
By kicking your ass! Obsessed with it. Oh, thank God. Let's fucking go. Hey, damn it.
This one's got your name
I'm
on
sorry, I don't have your moveset down quite yet.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Attack! That's the way. This one's got your name on
I couldn't see the AoE of that. Interesting. Oh, hi, Kuching. Fantastic. Got his ass.
Florent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
No, we'll be fine.
Got it, boss. I'm on it.
We'll be alright.
Are you okay, Navia?
Don't. No, that's the one question that makes us all
I
cry.
don't know, but I have to go.
You know what? Valid. Girl bossing it. We did dash to the entrance of Poisson.
Let's
Please
hurry
tell
up
me I
there.
get to fight
We
everyone.
have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Hey, Paimon said an intelligent thing.
Time for takeoff.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Dummies. I can just run by you, dumbasses. I'm sorry, is this not the support pillar I need to go to? Or do I have to beat up all the guys first? Oh no, it's right here. Okay. So I should probably not use fire?
With sword comes shadow.
Well, whoops.
Yeah. Brace yourselves.
Got his ass. Nice.
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. How can we disable it?
Smash it.
Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
What's that?
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
It looks like a keyhole.
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other.
Alright, dumb fucks that I just beat up. Loot the corpses.
Let me turn this guy over. Ugh, he's super heavy. He could probably eat a whole Paimon just for breakfast.
Not there. I know you said we would pick sides. Why does he have a
Oh,
radish?
you found it! That's amazing!
Stop the imminent explosion. I'm glad this turns it off instead of makes it work.
That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax now.
We still need to check the
Oh, you're
perimeter.
right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too. Let's go.
A cutscene? Oh. my god, what the fuck? Hey, why can't I do that in the game? She switched to Geo without the statue? The fuck?
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Fucking watch me.
I'm doing this the Spina way.
I'm blowing them up. I do love her though.
Fire!
Oh, she's fantastic. Uh-oh. Straight up thought that they murdered Paimon. Aww. She's so cute. What a little guy. Having been alerted, members of— oh god, the cops are here. Arrive at the scene. And all his fuckers are taken away. As they should be.
I heard from
Yummies.
Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I don't know
I
yet.
have nothing more to say to them.
They've tried to blow us up.
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified. Anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
That's a great speech, ma'am. However, are you taking them to court or not?
Please prosecute them in accordance to the law.
Okay.
Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse.
Thanks, Esmond.
All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
It's a wrap. Send their ass to Ridesley.
We saved everyone! And you are so cool!
Write a letter. Dear Ridesley, these assholes tried to blow up a bunch of shit and bury us. Give them your best love. XOXO, Traveler.
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
Are you a little tired? Go take a nap?
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Huh.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
She's tired, Paimon.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well.
Including me. I was sus of all.
Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Homegirl can't even properly grieve. Like, damn.
Got it. That's good at least.
It's hard inheriting the Mafia. Hi, Coulter. You piece of
Coulter.
shit.
I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious.
Damn.
I'm
I
not
bet.
callous. And I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone.
So deal with it.
I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that.
Yeah, because he was a
There
dick,
are too
apparently.
many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula.
So fuck off.
But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
Have fun in prison too, Electric Boogaloo. Yummy.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself.
How is
A
Fontaine
name
so
is a way to
negligent
etch a
of their
memory onto the
public
world.
transportation?
Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
Oh.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Oh, there was an attempted murder. Oh, what?
Just give her some time.
Thank you, Florent. Finally, someone with some emotional dignity around here. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left.
Interesting.
Traveler, I want to ask you something.
Aww.
And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then.
She speaks!
Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
Aww. He made her self-conscious and we had to comfort
How do you
her.
feel,
What a
Navia?
dick.
Any better after taking a break?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
A little weird. Yeah. Partner is a very romantically tied term, Navia. I've never heard you doubt yourself before. Oh.
I used to think that I'd never doubt myself. But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Lost your
Hector
vision.
mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made?
Yes.
Has my existence made this world a better place?
Decidedly neutral.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Ooh, it's using 1.3% of my CPU now.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
Huh?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
What the fuck?
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
It better not be a fucking marriage proposal, I swear to God. Is it in Poisson? Yes, it's on the boat. Okay. I hope it's just the whole village came together and made her a cake. Like, so something really nice and simple. Is it the statue? Is the statue ready? I see a big old tarp. Aww. Damn. That sculptor worked really fucking fast. I mean, I know they said it was a few days in between, but like... even for a few days, a whole ass sculpture takes a long time. If it is the sculpture. I hope it is. I hope they went with the happy pose, because it would have been really funny. Aww. Hello, everyone.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
All 5 people of Poisson.
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before, so I've decided to show you the designs before the final product was done.
Aww.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Navia, it's just because everyone needs a little happy. Oh. Aww. Aww. They put her in there. Aww. Now it's really meaningful.
This is... Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
Now it's even more
It is indeed.
expensive.
To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
Damn, everyone lying in Poisson.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
Damn.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
This is really cute. You should
We're
still be
gathered here
absolutely
today
worried.
to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
Will also always whoops, I can't read. I will also always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much,
Y'all are
everyone.
so sweet, just
Then
little
I'll
guys.
be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is.
Aww.
This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Damn, she was so tall. Oh, don't end like that. Damn. Don't worry about me, guys. Hey, Navia, what else have you got to say? Because this is really
It
fucking
seems like I
sweet.
started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
About asking, do you really see me as your partner?
Whoa. Why'd you have to remind me?
What kind of
Please
partner are
don't
we
say that
talking
again.
about, Navia?
It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it.
Unless.
Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
I might. It'd be really fucking funny. That was so sweet and heartwarming. It was really scary for a second, though. This is just the story plot. I wasn't expecting attempted murder. Oh, well, what a good story. A really good character. We got to see how she fought a lot. I think that's Hoyo trying to get us to convince us that she's worth pulling for. Which I'm sure she is. But man, am I not here for Geo. But damn if she isn't a good Geo unit. Now I'm conflicted. Damn it.